Let's do the first one together, and then I think after you see after I model this, you'll be okay. How would you say this? Because we're going to write it the way we say it. And there's more than one way, so let's just keep it simple first. So when you put it into words, 8 plus 3, and underline the word plus. But there's other ways that you can say this. Can anybody give me another way you could say it? Go ahead, Bella.
Could you say 3 plus 2?
Okay, I could reverse it, but it's essentially the same thing. I've already used that word plus. Here's your hint. Use another word other than plus that you've learned. Antonio.
8 and 3 together?
It doesn't indicate in this case addition. Anthony.
8 and...
All right, so ready? I'm going to take what you said, and it's 3 added to 8.
I was going to say that, but I thought it was going to sound wrong.
There's another, and underline the word added to.
And...
Okay, I want you to get familiar with the language that you'll see that indicates that you're adding. What else? Steven.
3 and 8 combined.
3 and 8 combined doesn't necessarily indicate that you're going to add.
I think that would be like 38.
Yeah, that's why it's confusing. Smiley.
The sum of 8 and 3.
That's another one, the sum of 8 and 3. I'm just going to continue it on to this next. I'm going to use these 3 lines and just continue it, because this is just, I'm just asking what are other ways to do it. So the sum of, because I need the space, 8 and 3. There's 2 more that I do want you to become familiar with. Now you got to kind of get down and dig deep into your brains and see if you can get at least one of the remaining 2. Think of words that mean to add, that automatically indicate that you got to add to get it. Try it, Ryan.
8 and 3 together?
Oh, we said that, and it's a little confusing. Steven?
3 and 8.
3 and 8 doesn't indicate necessarily to add, you're stating the numbers. Max?
3 added together?
All right, we've already used the word added to, so we're okay. Let me get you a head start. 3, 8.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Doesn't help you, does it?
No.
3 more than 8.
What? Oh,
3 more than 8.
Oh, I get
Okay?
it now.
Like I said, once we get all of these into place, the next one you'll get all of them. And the other one is, just because we're short on time, is 8 increased by
I got another.
3.
I got another.
And yeah, there are others. What do you say?
Add 3 and 8.
We kind of have that already, okay? All right, that being said now, why don't you guys try to do C and D? See if you can use this. A and B is kind of like your model. And see if you can get, see if you can get 4 of them. See if you can get 4 of them. 4 different ways to say 16 minus 5, which in essence I've just given you one. Let's just do it straight up. Let's keep it simple. What's the obvious one? 16 minus 5. Underline the word minus. That's your indicator. Now, use the previous ones as models. Instead of saying added to,
Subtracted 2.
not subtracted 2. subtracted from. Now, order matters. Is it 16 subtracted from 5 or 5 subtracted from 16? Yeah, Bridget. Yes.
Main.
What else? What's the opposite of more than? Go ahead, Smiley. What? Okay, you took care of this one over here. I'll do that here. 16 decreased by 5 is fine. That matches up with this, your increased by. What matches up, or what's the opposite of blank more than blank? Krista. 5 less than 16 is correct. Okay, let's move on.
I have one more.
I know, but let's just move on, okay, because of time. I want to kind of get you to the exercise before the period's out. Everybody do 2A and 2B, and then I'll call on you. All right, number 2A. Go ahead, Nick. Charlie just had a frog fly by his head. He had absolutely no idea what was going on. It was great. It was great. You just kind of just like went like this, and like you didn't even flinch. Nick, what do you have for the first one?
I have A plus 5.
A plus 5 is good. Give me another one.
And then I have a word form. 5 plus A.
5. Well, you still use the word plus. Give me something other than the word plus in your statement.
5 increased by A.
Okay, 5 increased by A more than 5, all good. All right, let's do B. When you throw nice, because I'm mic'd up over here. B minus 3 is fine. What else? B decreased by 3. Did anybody use the buzzword less than?
Yeah.
How did you write it? This is key.
Well, you don't know what B is.
Right. How did you write it, though?
B less than 3.
Okay. It's not B less than 3. Order matters. This might help you. Give B a value. 7. Is this, look. Is this right now, think, 7 less than 3 or 3 less than 7? So now it's 3 less than B. Okay? And that goes for everybody. If you get stuck, give the variable, give it a value. And then if you see it, you might be able to say it or write it using that less than, more than naming system or writing system. And then once you have it, substitute the letter back into for the number that you put in. All right, let's take a look at example 1. Now they give you the words, and we're going to write the expression. A number increased by 2. You're allowed to choose any variable that you want, but keep it simple. Make it n for a number, okay? I don't like L because it looks like a 1. I certainly don't like O because it looks like a 0, okay? Everything else is okay. You'll even see X, okay? Not crazy about L, O, and I don't like T either because it looks like a plus sign. Other than that, keep it simple. If they ask you, to come up with your own variable, keep it simple, make it n, and then we're good. All right, increased by means what? Well, what operation?
Addition.
And then finally, the number that they do give you at the second half of the statement is called a constant. Go ahead, Nick. So our constant, which means it doesn't change, we already know the value is 2. So we now put it all together, and it becomes n plus 2. That's a number increased by 2 as an expression.
What about C? Doesn't it look like a 2?
Yep, I don't like Z either, but you will see them use Z.
I got
Okay. What I do too, Ant, look, if I use Z, I'll sometimes do this, so it looks like a Z.
Mr. Leslie, would capital T work?
Usually lowercase letters are used for variables. We don't use capital letters. Just so you know, you'll see them as lowercase. All right, let's move on. I want everybody to try example 2, and I'll call somebody up to the board. Kelly, you ready? All right. Kelly's going to do example 2. I'll hold on to this. Is that an and sign?
Yeah.
Okay, don't put the and sign. Just put M and then a comma K, just so we know. Because any symbol that you put in there is going to look like a variable, and we don't want that to be confusing. Good. Step aside so everybody can look. Everybody have that so far? Okay, do D. Everybody, does the order matter?
No.
Not in addition. All good. Did you check? Okay, everybody do example 3, and I'll call somebody up for example 3. Go for it, Lee. What's your variable? A? Okay. You rebel. Is that a 6?
I can't.
Slow it down, man. All right, but look first. Do you have A minus 6?
Yeah.
Does anybody have 6 minus A?
No.
Order matters. He's correct so far. Okay? All right, letter E. A number minus 6 is it the same as 6 minus a number. Just tell us. Let's do it verbally. Yes or no? No. Order matters. You'll get a different answer. And the way you would prove it is you give the variable A a value. Let's say you make it 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. 6 minus 9 is negative 3. You get a different answer. Order matters. Okay, everybody do example 4. You ready? All right. Here comes Smiley. Go, Smiley. Smiley, you just shocked me. It's okay.
Uh-oh, is she in trouble?
She went with the basic n as her variable, which is fine. I like to keep it simple anyway. Only one of them is right because order matters. You got to think this through. 3 less than a number. Circle the one that's correct. How many have 3 minus n? How many have n minus 3? N minus 3. Watch. I'm going to give n a value. Give me a value for n. Keep it within 0 and 5.
4.
All right, 4. Ready? Three less than 4, right?
Yeah.
3 less than a number. That's why it's got to be this.
Okay.
Okay? This one's going to take practice. 5 is the leap. Let me give you a minute to... Now. You now have 3 variables and 2 operations, so you got to break it down. Stop right there. Watch why it's add. C less than the sum of A and it continues over here, kind of got broken. So the sum of A and B we're adding. Keep going. Another static shock. All right, now the order matters. This is critical. This is the leap. How many have A plus B minus C?
Yeah.
How many have C minus A plus B? Jack is right. A plus B. C less than, look, Stephen, C less than the sum of A and B. All right.
I'm good at
You are good. 6 is worth a ticket if you get it right. You come to me when you're done, except advanced you can't do it because you've already seen the answer key.
I tried to get it right.
Yeah. And then if you get it right, you're going to do exercises 1 through
I
8.
did the leap. I did the leap right.
Ready? Ready? No.
Oh,
All right, go ahead.
okay.